Greetings, gentlemen, fellow MGTOW. I am Empowered MGTOW, and we are Empowered MGTOW. So, this is a video now about exploring your purpose, self-exploration, purpose finding, discovery, and goal setting. I'm going to start off just sharing my experiences with the Dr. Jordan Peterson self-authoring suite. I've gone through and worked on the future authoring, but he has several layers. He's got a past authoring, present, and future, and you can get the entire suite. They're only, I think, $10 each. Let me see what the entire suite is. Maybe it was $15. 2 usernames for you and a friend if it's just you. Okay, so like $15. So here just is a little breakdown summary of each of them. So $15, $14.95. So based on what I would suggest is I've talked to young men and I've seen people who struggled with losing parents, growing up in fatherless households, or not having mentors. And this could be an area, the past authoring might be a good place to start. It suggests it could be particularly useful to complete. So it says it's difficult to know who you are, where you should go, or how you should get there, unless you know where you came from. The past authoring program has therefore been designed to help you write a structured autobiography. It would be particularly useful to complete the past authoring program if you have memories that are more than about 18 months old that still intrude upon your thoughts. I can identify with that. Or still evoke emotions such as fear, regret, shame, or confusion. So, I mean, again, if someone's feeling really lost, really confused, upset about basically going back to when you were a kid, and if you weren't loved or taken care of and weren't heard, seen, then this could be powerful for you. Then he has this present authoring program, as he says, virtues and faults, which are two different programs apparently. He says that the present authoring programs make the best starting point as they're simpler than the future and past programs. They've been designed to allow you, that's not going to go through. They've been designed to allow you to do an in-depth analysis of your own personality, including its negative faults and positive virtues elements. So that's a personality assessment, which I think is definitely useful. I mean, that's what we're talking about, getting to the root of your own, it's the virtues are what going to elevate you moving forward, and the faults are going to be what's potentially holding you back. So it's like a self-inventory, self-assessment. So there's that part of the suite, and then there's the future authoring, which is what I have experience with. The future authoring program is designed to help you imagine your ideal future 3 to 5 years down the road. What would your life be like if you could set it up in a manner that would be best for you? You'll be asked to consider the people you admire, things you could do better, your educational and career goals, what habits you'd like to improve, your family, your social network, your leisure activities. This definitely I found hugely beneficial to understand what is it that I want to create in my life. And I've gone through, I mean, it'll take you several hours, and you definitely want to pace yourself as you go through this so you can reflect on it, sleep on what you're writing, and you come back and edit it. I mean, I've done therapy, I've working through my past, and there's still more there. So depending on where you are, if you feel ready to envision the future, then go for it, look into that. If you're really not sure what might be holding you back, then I would say you probably want to do the past authoring and the present authoring. For the money investment, it's really, really worth it. So, and then for goal setting and because you're writing this out for yourself. You're going to be examining your answers, and the program's designed to help you reflect on what you're saying I want to make as a purpose, and is this the most important thing, and what is it about this that's important? So you do a lot of self-reflection, and it's really a great suite. I mean, I think Dr. Jordan Peterson has a lot of great things to say. I really admire his focus on helping. He knows that young men need help, and he has a lot of good things to say about that. I don't think he's a messiah. I think there's certain things that he, in my opinion, misses. And he has more of a classical liberal view. I consider he's Canadian. He's not American. Canada has their own challenges to deal with. I'm a proud American, born and raised. I also believe, and I won't detour too much on this, but I believe that the United States as a nation was founded on certain principles. We not believe it. We were the Constitution, and then there's anyone who's willing to support the Constitution, support the sanctity of our ability to live an American life, is allowed to be here and can come in through legal immigration. So I consider myself more of a definitely constitutionalist. I consider myself a nationalist in the sense that I like the way that America as a nation is designed. I don't necessarily agree with all the politics, but when you look at what the people have achieved, what we as a people have achieved, and what we've done to benefit the world, America's a fucking kick-ass place. And shout out to Zeitgeist Eater. Love you, man. You are just a fucking rock star, and we are so blessed to have you. And keep doing your thing, man. Yeah, talk about a fucking patriot. I mean, you're the unsung Julian Assange, but we're singing you, man. You're our Julian Assange. So that's the self-authoring, my comments on that. And just, we don't need to go into like a Peterson commentary. If people want to add your comments, fine, but it's more like this is useful. He's also got his 12 Rules for Life. I haven't read it, but you could consider looking at that book as well. And then again, I've talked about the Genius book. That's absolutely insightful. I've already given a lot of adjectives about it. Please do it, guys. If you haven't already, please do it. I also found the five love languages interesting and useful, and there's also the 5 human needs test. So you can see where you rank, because some of us are more oriented toward love, affection, relationship than creativity or freedom, etc. So you need to find out where you are so that you know how to structure your life. And that's also where the self-authoring comes in, because when you can assess yourself honestly, you can design a life that works for you. So there's the my comments on kind of the self-authoring suite, my experience with it, and the benefits. I think this is, especially if you're feeling shy about talking to a therapist or trying to find a therapist, especially like who's going to understand MGTOW, struggles of a man going his own way, transgendered lesbians going their own way. Some of us are transgender as well. So we need people who understand that TG, TL, GBT. So yeah, there's a select number of us. So we have a very select audience. We need to have support for who we are and what our needs are. So I'll stop this video here on that. I'm also going to just recommend do a walkabout. Take some time off. Travel. Aaron Clary has some great ideas on like being a reconnaissance man. Get out there, see the country. See what areas you might want to go and relocate into. I'm reading actually his bachelor pad economics, which I find very interesting. There's also Worthless, which is making sure you don't get the wrong degree. He's a bit more cynical than I identify with, but if you want just bullshit, no bullshit. I mean, I don't know how. I feel I have a lot of joy in life, and I've been through, and I guess enough pain to appreciate. I'd rather be above ground and be positive and be working toward goals than to be commiserating about how shitty things are and how fucked up things are. And so but I do appreciate what he has to say. I mean, sometimes you just need someone just to give you straight shit, no chaser, and that's fine. And I'm not trying to blow smoke up anyone's ass. And I do believe that there's immense beauty to life. And when you have a sense of your purpose, and when you look into your past issues and can work through it, you just feel lighter, you feel cleaner, you feel like there's weight that's been lifted off your body. Because it has. There's the psychic weight of the past that we want and need to free ourselves of. And honestly, until this came out, I don't know what else would have been as powerful as this. I'm going to also recommend, it's going to come up. There's a therapist she's done men's Let's see. She's a redhead. Gosh, it'll. Oh yeah, Tara Palmatier. Dr. Tara Palmatier. She's a men's coach, So she's a, if you need someone to talk to get some therapy, to get some clarity, she's really clear. She's more on the kind of the she's a clinical psychologist. I think she has a PhD. I'm pretty sure a master's. No, she's a doctor. Yeah, I've had several sessions. I recommend her. She's got great articles, especially for guys who've been dealing with women in the past who had borderline personality disorder. Which, holy shit, I've dated a few. It's like don't stick your dick in crazy. Well, some of us have, and some of us are drawn to that. No shit, it just fucks shit up. So if you got to get through that, she's got great things to say. So there's a direct recommendation, highly recommended. So, all right, gentlemen, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.